Hey, everybody, Jim V here. It is time for my January-February snake oil column, and this is a new one for 2026. So I'm going to do a live read. You can also check out the link and read it with my added notes as well. If you go over to the blog spot or buy me a coffee site as well. So this column is called Returning to the Natural Order. And okay, let's just dive in here. We currently have 6 feral cats that live in our community. 5 of them are approaching age 15. They've lived outside here in Phoenix through the heat and the cold seasons all of their lives. They truly have strong constitutions, or clearly are survivors. With assistance from myself and a few other residents here with feeding and reciprocal affectionate care, in spite of the wide range of climate conditions, they're happily thriving. Notice every summer that they get leaner and lose a good amount of their fur to handle the hotter temperatures. In the winters, they get thicker fur and notably chubbier. They don't need assistance because their bodies anticipate what is going to occur and respond the way they were designed to. Only one of them seems to stay perpetually skinny, and I'm guessing she does have some health issues, yet she still thrives somehow. Other than the original decision to get them fixed, they were likely never given the required vaccines or any shots at all. I'm guessing that the skinny one would likely benefit with help from assistance from a vet, though, or veterinary medicine. Still, mathematically, the other 5 clearly have thrived without it, so this contributes to my current views about a number of different perspectives. For the last 30 years, I've rarely visited any type of doctor, other than acupuncture and chiropractic care. I've extensively studied alternative methods for treating health challenges, including natural medicines. I'm going to lose my place here. Including natural medicines for treating health challenges, old school healing techniques, and most importantly, getting to the root of any emotional, energetic blockages that inevitably show up as physical symptoms when they're buried and never addressed. Combined with using herbal remedies, trigger point therapies, listening to signals my body sends me, yoga, and what most people who strictly follow Western medicine would be labeled as forms of quackery. I'm now in my early 60s, healthy, noticeably fit, and to most people, I'm told I look about anywhere from 8 to 12 years younger than my actual age. My studies and their application in my personal life have paid off. The focus has helped me, thankfully, to be able to teach and guide others with the knowledge I've gained, and for that I am very grateful. This is part of my life path, known as your Dharma. Of course, this experience has opened my eyes, often painfully, to see how most Americans follow very little, if any, type of holistic approach to nutrition, health, and wellness maintenance. When I go food shopping, 70% of the food I see all around me is at the supermarkets is not actually food. And even if they start out as food, it's slowly loaded with chemicals, pesticides, and other extremely unnatural ingredients. I do enjoy some splurging from time to time. Myself, I am no food saint. Still, I focus on keeping at least 75% of my food to be as close to as natural as possible. In this world, it's not always an easy thing to do. I have clients over the years who have noticeably heavily medicated with antidepressants and all kinds of pharmaceutical cures that I pick up on immediately when I talk to them, because they do change people. Often, this is not in positive ways. Many have trouble mentally focusing, and by medicating to stay even, they've lost their natural human need to feel real sadness or the extremes of joy. These polarities are natural parts of the human experience and roads to healing. There are situations where people have gone through extreme abuse and trauma, and pharmaceutical intervention absolutely can be a blessing in these situations. The problem with our current approach is that all of it is far, far too often overprescribed. We live in a system of capitalism that has many positive elements to it, yet there are also very negative aspects to the system, namely greed. Corporations, and yes, pharmaceuticals are in that category, convince everyone that they need their products. Television and radio bombard us with the constant stream of these types of ads. The focus for the past 100 years has been to drive any alternatives out of business. At the very least, they push a narrative that creatively casts a shadow on the validity of anything they don't sell or don't profit from. They have the power and the money to do this. This discussion of the movement from the natural order of so many different areas of life would be a book in and of itself, but for now I will focus solely on nutrition, health, and body maintenance. This move away from the natural order is so pervasive in this culture that we pollute our bodies and then attempt to solve the problem that inevitably surfaces through pharmaceutical means. We are then told to check in with doctors as the only viable solution. This is so pervasive a directive that one of many examples would be how often we see women who could afford to do this anyway become obsessive with doctor checkups when pregnant. Everything is monitored from a place of fear. While the assistance can be valuable, we're pulled away from the natural order of things by forgetting that women have been having babies since the dawn of time. The body's innate wisdom does know how to handle this process without assistance in this area, and so many others we have progressively moved away from by trusting our own bodies. Even more noticeable is when, whatever your beliefs about the value of vaccinations, unless you are completely removed from the idea that one can trust the body's natural regulation systems, injecting babies right from the womb with pharmaceuticals is very questionable. The sheer amount of recommended vaccines has grown tremendously in the last 40 years. Are we actually healthier now than we were 100 years ago? The answer is in some areas we are, but this could be attributed to better sanitation, cleaner water, and other factors versus that vaccination is the primary reason. Research and a willingness to look into what goes into these vaccines beyond what the media suggests is eye-opening. Currently, the rates of obese children and adults, autoimmune disorders, ADD, allergies, lactose intolerance, peanut allergies, autism, etc., are through the roof, especially in the last few decades. Well, there may be some value to vaccination. Do we think intuitively that that even practically that God, the universe, nature wouldn't be able to heal or prevent disease unless we pumped our children and ourselves with assistance, often in the form of chemicals? Is this our society's pinnacle period of health and wellness, or may we look back at some of the things we did wondering what the hell we were thinking? Humorous perspective. All the great books and insight over the thousands of years have been saying something like this. And lo, the Lord saith that I will provide a world of herbs, plants, roots, food, the healing sun, and all kinds of natural remedies to make sure there are many roads to healing challenges that will be part of your world. But when you discover petroleum-based drugs that are often mainly mask symptoms and confuse the body because it can't recognize these foreign things and then create all kinds of negative side effects, then you will be able to go with this plan instead and it will be so much better, so be it. Okay, being humorous here for obvious reasons. Like many things, the current healthcare system is also built with a duality, both to offer assistance to keep us dependent on that system. People stay in uncomfortable jobs that keep them unfulfilled and stuck because of a fear of losing health care coverage and the jobs offer them. The current system is designed in a way that if one had to pay out a pocket for even a few Western medicine treatments without the help of assistance, it would leave many people in deep debt or even toward bankruptcy. This frequently happens with the help of insurance too. The genuine terror people feel about losing this necessity is understandable. Of course, almost all alternative treatments are not covered by insurance. So, again, we're held tightly within a system unless you're wealthy. Adding insult to injury, anything outside of Western medicine is often purposely painted to make it seem nutty. To even look at natural cures is considered suspect. At least at the best, we're told that old-time cures are cute and quaint, but clearly not sophisticated like real medicine is. The current mass belief system is that Western medicine and the pharmaceutical medicine road is the only way. While there are hazards in the physical world caused by unhealthy eating, diet, and toxins that definitely do affect us, there are other deeper influences to the creation of events. Our beliefs create our reality. So what happens when you're bombarded with a steady diet of fear-based negative messaging? Examples. Most people can recognize that excessive tobacco smoking isn't good for you. Duh. Yet neither is too much cheese, cake, alcohol, potato chips, etc. Yet the addition of cigarette packages stating this product causes cancer is in some respects worse than the actual use of cigarettes or tobacco. It's assumed that everyone who uses this product will use it excessively. Words matter. Health and prevention ads telling you that in your age bracket, a list of all kinds of bad things are more likely to occur often contributes to higher probabilities of manifesting the things we fear. You will likely get the flu if you don't get vaccinated. Even familial messaging like our family is prone to alcoholism, depression, weight gain seem to be healthy warnings, but they're often added catalysts for potentially bringing about the probability itself. When you are awake to this relentless fear-based programming, you begin to see the world through a different lens. We're heavily sold what we need to fear, and this acts against the benefits of healthy prevention techniques and suggestions. It's no wonder that so many people are sick and struggling. Now, for most people, throwing away one's insurance, pills, doctor's appointments, and just switching to using holistic healers and remedies for everything is not a wise idea. I would not suggest it. Most people have been so immersed in this reality or belief system for so long that the trauma and negative repercussions would be problematic. My suggestion would be to slowly try a new approach in one or two areas of your life. Research the spiritual meaning of specific illnesses and symptoms. I've been helping clients with this for many years now. Often you'll be blown away by how accurate this is. See if you get results from trying maybe a few of many available natural solutions. Open up to the possibility, excitement of exploring some different approaches. If over time you notice results and success and you'll be gaining more confidence and be able to add other areas into your life that are currently removed from the natural order. The process is not to be an all or nothing approach. I didn't do it that way either. I just had the benefits of starting a holistic journey much earlier than most people typically do. I've gained more confidence and trust in my own body over the years and built confidence in my return to the natural order. It took years for me to let go of my fear of connected with not allowing society's correct way of handling health and wellness. And after tackling some of the health and wellness boogeymen, the confidence gained from those experiences may help you to inevitably escape the other areas of life that we have been programmed to believe is the only right way, and see the benefits of returning more areas of your life to the natural order. Okay, so a little bit of a long one there, but very purposeful, so I did want to share that. Again, if you're not already subscribing to my column, you can email me. I'll put information in the link here because it's going to be on YouTube. And we're beginning a new one-year cycle in numerology. Let's think about a more holistic approach and kind of see if we can all begin to kind of step a bit away from this very unnatural way of living many of us have gotten kind of trapped into. It's not helping. So anyway, off to a good start for the new year. Wishing everyone the best. Cheers.